Okay, hey guys. So today, this video, I'm gonna be talking. And it's on an actual subject. It might take a little while, because there's a lot to explain. And it's a very serious subject. That happened to me, Friday night. Well, it was early Saturday morning. It was past midnight. It was past midnight when it happened. So, yeah. But, so, last Tuesday, I left my little town of Cherryville and headed to Wichita, Kansas, with my mama to stay with my brother and celebrate Turkey Day with my brother, his wife, and my little nephew. Well, for the first 3 days, it was all fine and dandy. You could say that. Yeah, you can say that. Anyway, not going into that. But on Friday night, Saturday morning, whatever. So I wake up around 12. And I can't go back to sleep, so I go into the kitchen, and Lindsay's sitting in there. Lindsay, sorry, that's my brother's wife. And she's sitting in there and stuff, and, so I sit down with her, and we start listening to music, and guess what we listen to? We listen to some old school rap. So freaking old school rap. There was this one band that she said, and I can't remember the name of it, but yeah. And we hear a bunch of fighting. I did not think fighting going on upstairs. My brother lived in an apartment, and it was an apartment. It was a house made into 3 apartments. 2 are upstairs, and then just the 1 apartment downstairs, and my brother had the apartment downstairs. And then upstairs in the apartment over the garage was an old man, and then in the other apartment above their apartment was an old couple. Now, an old couple, about in their 50s, and they had been fighting for a while that night. They had been fighting for quite a few hours, and finally it ended, and I'm getting to how it ended. But yeah, I thought nothing of it. I just thought they were fighting. So they were fighting. I thought it'd be over in a little bit. Well, technically it was. So yeah, it's just, and the one thing I heard a bunch of yelling and door slamming, but the one thing that I could make out that the lady was saying was, "This is my house," and blah 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 blah, so on. But that's all I heard was, "This is my house," and then a bunch of other yelling. Well, I keep doing that, I'm sorry. Well, technically it's not her fucking house, because first she's renting it, second she's sharing it with 4 other people in the actual entire house, not in the apartment, but the house itself. Anyway, well, guess what she did? It was around 12:30. Guess what the motherfucker did? Boom. Yeah, she lit her entire bedroom on fire. She lit the house on fire. She lit everything in her fucking bedroom on fire. And if the firefighters hadn't come on time, the whole house would have burned up. The whole house itself would have burned up. But the only real fire burnt damage was in the apartment where it was lit. She lit her mattress on fire, then she lit her freaking dresser on fire, and then she lit freaking everything else in her room on fire. She was arrested and charged for 8 counts of arson. 8 counts of arson. So I think she lit 8 things on fire. I don't know. But she's fucking sick. She's mentally ill. No, seriously, she's fucking mentally ill. She's a fucking crackhead. She's mentally ill. She's a crackhead. She's totally lost her fucking mind. And she said, it was on the news, here in this little area in Kansas, near Wichita. In Wichita and around Wichita, it was on the news. And it's on the cake.com website or whatever. Woman arrested for setting house, blah blah blah, on fire. Setting South Wichita house on fire. I'm getting distracted. Sorry. Anyway, what was I saying? What was it? I know what I was gonna say. I just got it. Where did it go? Okay. She said to her husband or ex-husband, whatever, "You'll pay for what you've done." She was like, this is like what she said. "You'll pay for what you've done." And then, not many moments later, the house was on fire. She says that, and then a few moments later, bam, the fucking house was on fire. To the rest of the house, to the other apartments, to the other 2 apartments, and the rest of the house, there was smoke and water damage. Smoke clearly from the fire, because it came down the stairs and then to the other. It went all over the house. The smoke did, and the water, where the firefighters used the water to put out the fire. There was a lot of water, and a lot of it was in one area, which was above part of it was above the dining room, and then part of my nephew's room, above my nephew's room. That's where most of the water was. And half of the ceiling in the dining room and half of the ceiling in my nephew's room completely caved in from the water. And the water came down with the ceiling. And it just completely caved in. And they had to turn the electric off. The wires are everywhere. And the ceiling is caved in. And it's like, the ceiling wasn't good anyway. The house was run down. It was not a good house. It was just, it's not livable. Not livable at all. And it won't be livable for a while. It'll be like a couple months. And they can't wait that long. So, they have to find a new house. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to find a new... Right now they're staying in a hotel. They're trying to find a new house. And... But that night, I was up for like 5 hours. They took like 5 hours getting the house all freaking... putting the fire out and shit. And then finally, around like 4:30, we head to a hotel, and then we finally fell asleep like around 5, so we were up pretty much that whole night. So, yeah, that was my Thanksgiving break. My Thanksgiving break was full of fighting and fires. Well, full of fighting, and then a fucking fire that made me go home early. I wasn't supposed to come home until tomorrow. But no, we had to come home on Saturday. We left Saturday morning. We're going back tomorrow I don't even know why we're going back tomorrow. I don't get it, but going back tomorrow and stuff. Oh, God. I am sorry. I have gas. I cannot stop burping. I swear I'm a chronic burper. I'm a chronic fucking burper. Anyway, so... how was y'all's Thanksgiving break? Hopefully nothing like mine. No, seriously. I hope it is nothing like mine. I mean, there was a fun part in it. Like earlier that Friday night, we were having fun. We were singing and dancing, and we had freaking pizza, and then now all the food is ruined. All the Thanksgiving food that we made is completely fucking ruined. All the food they have is ruined. But, yeah, earlier that night before all that shit happened, we were having fun. So, but still, I hope it's nothing like mine. So, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving break, and I'm going to go now, because I think I took long enough explaining all that shit. Yeah. And no one was hurt. No one was hurt. No one in the house at all was hurt, let alone killed. So no one was hurt. That was all good. It's because we caught it in time. Dude, we caught it in time. If we hadn't caught it in time, the whole house would have burned up and possibly burned down. I don't know, but and somebody would have gotten hurt. Maybe killed, hopefully not, if it gotten that far, but it didn't get that far. It got far enough to freaking ruin the house, like ruin it, but not enough to like burn it down or hurt or kill anybody. So, well, we all got out in time. But yeah, that was fucking scary. I just ran right out of the house. Oh, I ran right out of the house. I was standing on a freaking sidewalk, freezing my ass off. I was in my pajamas, my socks, and my brother's coat. And I had taken my Tums and my water bottle with me. Because I was like, I was going to take my purse, my phone. I was like, nah, let's just get out. And I was out of that. I never went back in. My mom and everyone else did to get our stuff. But I never went back in, so I didn't get my purse that night or my phone. But the next day I did. Anyway, it was so cold. I was at the neighbors for all that time. Like, the neighbors literally right next door. It was a house apartment too, and I was there the whole time, and the girl was freaking nice. Me and my nephew were there, and the girl was freaking nice. And all that. She let me get on her laptop. She gave me some Tums. Because I have anxiety, and of course it was kicking in right then. I felt sick, you know. And she gave my nephew some grape juice, and she gave me some 7-Up and all that, and we were watching Adventure Time and running around with my little nephew and stuff, and they were moving. So the house is pretty much empty, except for a few things, because they were leaving the next day. They were moving. So yeah. But I'm going to shut up about all that now. Just don't know why I thought to put it out there. I don't fucking know. But yeah, how was y'all's Thanksgiving break? Leave it in the comments. I don't fucking care. Like this video. Subscribe. I know you won't do any of that, but thought I'd give it a try. Anyway, bye.